Picture, if you will, a room filled with complete darkness. You see a tiny spark that erupts in radiant light, causing blindness to every single creature within range. Such power would be awesome to witness. This is just a drop of the power you could possess if you become a cleric of the Light Divine Domain. Light Divine Domain Clerics are unique in a sense that they follow the teachings of the sun gods. Gods like Horus, the Egyptian demigod, whose symbol is the Ankh, or the greater deity Utu, the unbalanced, whose symbol is the sun disk. He has but one requirement of his clerics and priests: they must be male. Let's look at the features you could possess as a cleric of the Light Divine Domain. Starting at first level, you get the cantrip of Light, and you also receive Warding Flare as your first domain feat. With the Light cantrip, you touch an object no larger than 10 feet in diameter, causing it to glow. You can cast it on an object that is worn by a creature. If you do, they must make a dexterity saving throw to avoid it. So, say your party is in a damp area and your torches keep going out. You could cast light on, say, a stone, and use that as a light source. If you stick that stone inside of a scroll tube, you have some kind of a makeshift flashlight. You could also take and use the end cap to cover that to damp the light out. Warding Flare is a really cool feature. When a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see attacks you, you can use this reaction, giving disadvantage to your attacker before their hit or miss. The only downside of this is if your attacker can't be blind, it's an automatically failed attempt. At second level, you get Radiance of Dawn as your channel divinity. You're able to banish darkness and deal radiant damage through harnessing of light. When you present your holy symbol before you cause any creature within range to have to make a Constitution save. If they fail, they take 2d10 damage plus your cleric level in radiant damage. If they save, they only take half that. On the downside, if the creature is totally covered, this has no effect. At 6th level, you get Improved Flare. You're now able to use Warding Flare to assist other party members or even the innocent that's being attacked. At 8th level, you add Potent Spellcasting to your cantrips that deal damage, allowing you to add your Wisdom modifier to any damage that you might cause. At 17th level, you get Corona of Light as your final feature. This is an action which activated an aura of sunlight, which lasts for 1 minute or until you dismiss it as another action. Here you emit a 60-foot radius light that goes dim up to 30 feet after that. All enemies within the light must save with disadvantage against spells that deal fire or radiant damage. With features like this, you're already a force to be reckoned with. I'm going to give a quick Tabletop Dungeoneer shout out to Zero's Hobbies. He's into all kinds of things. RCs, Gundams, you name it. If it's a model, he's probably built it. Check him out. I'll put a link to his channel down there in the comments. Now let's take a look at those spells. At first level, you receive Burning Hands and Fairy Fire as you touch your thumbs together and spread your fingertips out like this. You create a spreaded sheet of flame that shoots out from your fingertips. All creatures within 15 feet cone must make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 fire damage. If saved, they take half that. Now, Fairy Fire will mark a target within a 20-foot cube of you, with either a blue, a green, or a violet light outlining them. This color is up to you, which one you choose. All attacks made on said creature or creatures are made with advantage. Even ones that are invisible cannot escape these effects. Of course, this is determined by a dexterity saving throw. At 3rd level, you get Flame Sphere and Scorching Ray. With Flame Sphere, you place a 5-foot sphere of fire on an unoccupied location. Any creature within 5 feet of this sphere, at the end of their turn, must make a dexterity saving throw. If failed, they take 2d6 fire damage. On a save, they take half that. As a bonus action, You can move the sphere up to 30 feet each turn. If a creature is struck, they must make a save against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving for this turn. Also, any objects that are flammable that get struck by the slaying sphere will ignite, such as wooden furniture, cloth drapings, and even clothing. Scorching Ray is where you cast 3 rays of fire, which shoot out of your hand directed at a target or targets. On a successful hit, your target takes 2d6 fire damage. At higher casting levels, over 2nd level, you can increase the rays by 1. I've been in a few debates with the group that I'm in covering the effects of this spell at higher levels. I think that the fire damage is increased by 1d6 with each ray that you cast over 2nd level of your casting ability. If anyone out there knows, please clarify this for me. I would need exact text reference so I can show the group that I'm in. At 5th level, you get Daylight and Fireball. Daylight is a 60-foot radius sphere of light which spreads from the location of your choice. The effects are similar to that of the light cantrip. If the spell is cast on an area that overlaps a place where darkness spell has been cast at 3rd level or lower, the darkness is dispelled. Fireball is exactly that. Everybody's seen the comedies where someone casts a fireball and they set everything on fire. Here, a bright streak of light is emitted from your fingertips to a point which you determine, with a blossoming roar which explodes. Every creature within the radius of this explosion must make a dexterity save. If failed, they'll take 8d6 fire damage. On a successful save, they take just half. As you progress, the damage will go up by 1d6 with each casting level over 3rd. At 7th level, you get Guardian of Faith and Wall of Fire. A Guardian of Faith, like I explained in the Light Divine Domain video, you conjure a spiritual guardian that resembles that of a blurred out sword and a shield. The shield is embossed with your deity's symbol, and this lasts for up to 8 hours. It can deal up to 20 points of radiant damage to any creature that is affected that is hostile toward you. On a successful save, they will take half this. Once the Guardian takes 60 points of damage, it vanishes. With Wall of Fire, you create a 60-foot long, 20-foot high, 1 foot thick, opaque wall of fire. When cast, all creatures within the area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a fail, they take 5d8 fire damage. On a successful save, they will take only half. When cast at a higher level, you can increase the damage by 1d8 for each spell slot over 4th level. And lastly, at 9th level, you get Flame Strike and Scrying. Flame Strike is a vertical column of divine fire that roars down from the heavens to a location which you specify. Every creature within a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high, must make a dexterity saving throw. If failed, all creatures take 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 radiant damage. On a successful save, they will take half that. This spell gets stronger at higher levels by 1d6 to either fire or radiant damage. Now, scrying, just like I said in my Knowledge Divine Domain video, is used to spy on other creatures or a location. Your result will be determined by how familiar you are with that creature or location. Wow, these are some really good spells to have. The best part of these spells is they don't count toward your other cleric class spells that you receive as you level and progress. Like with all spells, to recover them, you must take an uninterrupted long rest. Are you ready to answer the call? Tell me what you think about this Scorching Cleric subclass in those comments down below. Next time, we're going to take a look at the Nature Divine Domain Cleric. Will I be seeing you there? Thank you for watching.